Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fun and Learn Fridays with 5 Paisa. I am Deepika Asthana, your host for today. So, whenever we talk about investing, हम सिर्फ equity बाजार या stock market के बारे में सोचते हैं. Actually, अगर आप सोचें तो बॉलीवुड में भी सारी पिक्चरें सिर्फ सेंसेक्स के बारे में ही बनती हैं. लेकिन क्या आपको पता है कि डेट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स आपके पोर्टफोलियो के लिए उतने ही इम्पोर्टेंट हैं जितने कि equity investments? So, joining us today, we have Ms. Lakshmi Iyer, President and Chief Investment Officer, Debt, and Head Products at Kotak Mahindra AMC. Lakshmi is a true industry veteran, having spent over 2 decades analyzing and investing in fixed income securities. She also loves exploring new places for traveling, is a big foodie, and is an ardent movie buff. In fact, she has been making fixed income investments easier to understand for us investors, one Bollywood analogy at a time. So, Lakshmi, welcome and thank you very much for agreeing to be a part of this show.
Thank you so much, Deepika. Pleasure to interact with you.
Lovely. So, I think let's start this Friday with a nice Bollywood tadka and dive straight into the deep end. So, if you had to look at two Bollywood actors from an investment perspective, which actor would be a fixed income actor and which actor would be an equity actor?
You know, Deepika, given that most Bollywood actors have witnessed ups and downs through their careers, nobody has really had a linear straight line kind of a movement. Probably most of them or all of them would qualify under equities or they would qualify under a hybrid thing. But you know, one I think legend really who stands out is Big B, you know, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan ji, you know. Basically, you see his entire journey started off with only disappointments, then got this image called the angry young man, took off from there because believed in the longevity, and I would say still rock on. So clearly one needs to draw inspiration from such personalities through their journeys, and understand that investment in equities is for the long haul. It's not for the faint-hearted, it's not for the fly-by-night operators. And clearly that's something which really stands out. Fixed income people consider is very boring. People consider कि कुछ होता नहीं है. But imagine watching movies without playback singing, and I think that's where I would say fixed income reminds me of Lata Mangeshkar, again, who is a legend, and who has been a consistent I would say at her role, in playback singing, has done music, all through, and as I said, has been an integral part of probably every Bollywood star, whether it was a millennial, whether it was a young adult, whether it was a child, or maybe it was a very arrived star. So I think that is a role one should have for fixed income at whatever stage or age in life you are. Have that consistent fixed income in your portfolio.
Very nicely put, actually. I think you turned my question around only. कि you're so right, actually, ना कि हर actor and हर investment में up down होता रहता है. But there are some like Lata ji who, despite the up downs, have been consistent through the ages, and maybe that's what fixed income adds to a portfolio, right? That sort of consistency. Perfect. So the other thing is, Lakshmi, whenever we think fixed income, right, and this is so true for the older generations, you think FD hai, fixed cash flows hai, which you will get every month or every quarter, and at the end of your investment tenure, you know the amount of money that is coming back to you, right? That is not the case with debt mutual funds, which also invests in fixed income. So from that perspective, can you just walk us through? I know debt mutual funds is a wide canvas, but thoda bahut like what debt mutual funds are and how they're leveraging fixed income securities.
तो दीपिका, जब हम बोलते हैं यार प्रोटीन इंटेक होना चाहिए, सबको पहले चिकन याद आता है. बट व्हाट अबाउट vegetarians like me? उनको तो mock meat यानी सोया याद आता है. So I think why I'm giving you this analogy is that the moment you talk about fixed income, having some investments, non-equity in the financial asset class, लोग पहले से बोलते हैं कि यार हम फिक्स डिपॉजिट में पैसे लगा देंगे. Now there's nothing wrong in that, but I will tell you what is wrong and why one should also look to diversify on your from your traditional mode of investments. Fixed deposit और fixed income में एक सबसे बड़ा अंतर है. दोनों में fixed नाम है, but fixed income does not assure you return. जैसे आप म्यूचुअल फंड, डेट फंड्स में जब निवेश करते हो तो वहां पे आपको रिटर्न्स की गारंटी नहीं होती है. एंड व्हाई यू डोंट हैव द गारंटी फॉर रिटर्न्स? इट्स वेरी सिंपल. मार्केट के उतार चढ़ाव होते हैं. मार्केट कीप मूविंग अप एंड डाउन, इंटरेस्ट रेट्स कीप मूविंग अप एंड डाउन. Whoever told you 3 years back, if you have a preferred bank and you put your FD in that particular bank, whoever told you after 3 years, while you got your fixed rate of return, but after 3 years, if you go to the same bank and say that, okay, I want to give you money for another 3 years, ab mujhe same rate de do. So he or she say no, tata, bye bye. So I think while the certainty element in fixed deposit is definitely high, I would say fixed income allows you to participate in the market movements, and therefore the potential to earn market linked rates is very high.
Okay.
So interest rates are moving up. The portfolios are, deploying in, securities which can yield you higher, rate of return, and therefore the potential to do better, and vice versa. So I think that's, very, very critical for investors to know कि उतार चढ़ाव, होते रहेंगे, but the gyrations are very narrow because fixed income compared to equities is lesser volatile. There's no doubt about it, interest rate movements. So therefore, in a very simple layman language, if you are a meat eater, please eat meat, but don't shy away from having mock meat also.
Correct. So from that perspective, can we say कि उतार चढ़ाव अच्छे ही होते हैं इंटरेस्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स के लिए, because it helps you like, क्योंकि so I think one important concept which I would love to hear a little bit more about is कि fixed deposit में जैसे वो पैसा तो मिल जाता है, but हम इन्फ्लेशन नहीं सोचते हैं, तो that value of that return उतना वैल्यूएबल रहे ही ना वो.
एक बात बराबर है. बात यहाँ पे मैं कहूंगी कि यार अगर इन्फ्लेशन बीटिंग करना है, then maybe fixed income may not be the most appropriate asset class. उसके लिए तो हमको equity, वो देखो इन्फ्लेशन विलन है. अब विलन में आप एक लुखे सुखे बंदे को खड़ा करके बोलोगे सबको इनको दो भी पचाड़ दो, तो वो नहीं होने वाला. You really need a body builder, and that body building has potential is with equity, not with fixed income. पर यहाँ पे यहाँ पे Red Bull है, तो equities में Red Bull है और fixed income में नींबू पानी. अभी नींबू पानी आपको शक्ति तो नहीं देने वाली, रिफ्रेशिंग तो कर देगा आपको. So I think one needs to keep that in mind. And as I said, market जैसे interest rates keep moving up and down, in line with those interest rates, is there, for example, will you wear your leather footwear in the rains? Answer is probably no. But will somebody tells you, I have an all seasons footwear, तो आप क्या उसको try करोगे? You say why not? It has got the aesthetic look, it's got all of that. You can wear it in summer, winter, and you can use it for rains too. So I think fixed income, I think it's important to appreciate कि जो भी आपके interest rate seasons है, interest rate के मौसम है, उन सब के लिए आपके पास एक strategy है. Obviously यहाँ पे we can't discuss that in detail. वहाँ पे we tell यार अपने advisor से सलाह लो, they are the best guys, to probably give you some more guidance.
Correct. I agree with you, especially on the last bit, that there is no blanket solution for everybody, right? सबका अलग-अलग risk profile, investment time horizon होता है, and उस हिसाब से one should invest. ठीक है, so I think Lakshmi, something which I think a lot of our audience would like to know and understand is, so when you think again mutual fund investments, right? There are certain terms which always come up. Okay? And I think it's important for us to actually understand these terms and their impact on investment. So I know there are many, very many, but a few which always come up, if you could maybe just simplify these. One is coupon, the other is yield curve, credit spreads, and duration. So maybe just for us to layman to understand these four terms.
If you go to some high-end restaurant, वो बताएंगे fluffy lentil pancake. देखने जाओ तो वो केवल इडली है. So I think bottom line is that simplifying fixed income, I think, is the name of the game. Coupon is nothing but the way you get in bank fixed deposits, you get a rate of interest. So because fixed income instruments जो securities होते हैं, they are coupon bearing, मतलब they give you a particular rate of interest. Correct. So that rate of interest which that particular company जहाँ जिसने bond issue किया है वो आपको देता है, that is called your coupon. You can call it the rate of interest, you can call it the coupon. So it's very simple, which means अगर आज कोई 1 साल का डिबेंचर रेस कर रहा है बाजार में and he or she is giving you say 4%, तो उसका ये मतलब है the interest rate at the end of 1 year from today, assuming there is no credit default, you end up getting 4 rupees over and above the 100 rupees. So coupon is as simple. Linked to that is duration. अब duration में क्या होता है, अब 1 साल में 365 दिन होते हैं, leap year में of course 366. So average maturity, the maturity of that instrument is 1 year. Okay? Right. अब ये बोलो कि अगर हम मान लो कि ये जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, that instrument is giving you coupon every 3 months, जिसको हम बोलते हैं quarterly coupon. Okay. तो उस duration है, that duration takes into because आपको हर 3 महीने कैश फ्लो आ रहे हैं बराबर, so the maturity is 1 year, पर इसका जो duration है, because आपको हर 3 महीने कैश फ्लो आते जा रहे हैं, इसकी duration थोड़ी कम हो जाती है. Okay. And that reflects the interest rate. मतलब जो interest rate का जो sensitivity है, यानी जो अगर ब्याज दरें बढ़ेंगे तो how will your portfolio react? Duration is basically a metrics to tell you along the life of your instrument, cash flow के हिसाब से उसकी life कितनी होती है. So that's what duration is all about. Okay. So in some sense, it will tell you the sensitivity of the portfolio.
ठीक है.
The third thing is yield curve. अब ये तो बहुत ही simple है. अब 1 साल का bond है 4%. I'm just saying examples. Sure. Okay, they might not be real market rates. 3 साल का bond है 5%. 10 साल का bond है 6% और समझो 20 साल का bond है 60%. अब इसको सिर्फ मैथमेटिकली आप एक्सेल में डाल के आप इसका एक चित्र बना दो तो कैसे लगेगा? There is an x-axis and there is a y-axis, okay? तो यहाँ पे आपको दिखेगा 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years और यहाँ पे आपको इंटरेस्ट रेट दिखेंगे और वो जो आप एक रेनबो की तरह वो चित्र बनाते हो जो एक्सेल बना के देता है, that is called the yield curve. यानी कि 1 year, 2 year, 3 year में what kind of rate, what kind of interest rate is prevailing, it's as simple, that is called the yield curve. So just try drawing this on your Excel, बहुत ही आसान है. वीकेंड में आप सारे ऑडियंस को बता दीजिए, एक्सेल में ये नंबर्स डाल दें एंड ट्राई टू प्लॉट द यील्ड कर्व. इट्स एज सिंपल एज दैट. परफेक्ट. अब देखिए इट्स वेरी सिंपल. ओके, सरकार पैसा लेती है, सरकार भी पैसा बोरो करने आती है. दे आर कॉल्ड सॉवरेन. सॉवरेन यानी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. अब वहां पे दे आर द हाई ग्रेड, यू नो, गोल्ड प्लेटेड एज फार एज द स्टैंडर्ड इज कंसर्न. वहां पे डिफॉल्ट रिस्क नहीं होता, वहां पे कुछ नहीं होता है. ओके, सो सपोज 1 year government of India is borrowing, again hypothetical example, borrowing at 3.5%. Okay, आज की तारीख में. Now एक corporate wants to say यार सरकार 3.5% पर पैसा ले रही है, हमको भी 1 साल का पैसा चाहिए, तो आप कहाँ पे दोगे? So that is where the spread comes in. So then the investor will say यार आप तो सरकार नहीं हो, आप में थोड़ा तो क्रेडिट रिस्क रहेगा. So स्प्रेड यानी 3.5% पे सरकार बोरो कर रही है, चलो हम आपको 4.5% पे देंगे. So 4.5% becomes the cost of borrowing for that issuer. It was non-government of India. तो गैप कितना हुआ? 1%. करेक्ट? 3.5% सरकार बोरो करती है, 4.5% ये कॉर्पोरेट बोरो कर रही है, तो स्प्रेड हुआ 1%, या फिर हमारी भाषा में उसको बोलते हैं 100 basis points और 100 basis points. Okay. So this is the credit spread. Okay. And then you can go on, you know, यहाँ पे फिर हमको 1% इसलिए लगा because this person, इसकी बैलेंस शीट ठीक ठाक है, अच्छी तरीके से कर रहा है, but somebody is triple XL, मतलब उनकी बैलेंस शीट की हालत थोड़ी खस्ता है, so obviously जो होगा वो शायद 100 बेसिस पॉइंट नहीं होगा. तो यही अगर ये कॉर्पोरेट आके बोरो करने की इच्छा रखता है तो हम बताएंगे यार 100 बेसिस पॉइंट तो आपके लिए कम है, वो तो ट्रिपल ए के लिए मिलता है, आपको मिलना चाहिए, आपको कम से कम 7-7.5% पे पैसा मिलेगा 1 साल का. So how much does that spread become? It becomes anywhere between 3 to 4%. Right. So credit spread nothing but the extra you get, जो आपको additional मिलता है over the sovereign, जो आपको सरकार जो पे पैसा दे उसके ऊपर कितना मिलता है उसको हम credit spread बोलते हैं.
Perfect. And this ऊपर we basically give because थोड़ा ज़्यादा risk है, so we need to be compensated for that extra risk that we take.
बिल्कुल. अपार्ट फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, दीपिका, हर एक क्रेडिट, चाहे वो ट्रिपल ए हो चाहे वो ट्रिपल बी हो, हर एक में एक एम्बेडेड क्रेडिट रिस्क होता ही है. एंड दैट क्रेडिट रिस्क की जो आप प्राइसिंग करते हो वो प्राइसिंग के हिसाब से, I mean, if you eat vada pav at the ठेला shop, you end up paying maybe 10, 20, 30 rupees. But if you end up eating an American vada pav at a McDonald's or at a Burger King, you end up paying 70, 80, 100 rupees. तो आपकी जो perception है क्वालिटी के ऊपर या फिर टेस्ट के ऊपर या तो टेक्सचर के ऊपर, उसके हिसाब से यू प्राइस. So depending on the quality, texture and the liking of that credit, उसके हिसाब से credit rates are decided and it's all market determined.
Perfect. So then I think, Lakshmi, then we can also talk a little bit about this whole risk factor and dispel ki there is, whether it's debt or it's equity, there is nothing like a free lunch everywhere, because like you said, market का उतार चढ़ाव रहता है, थोड़ा रिस्क रहता है. Why I want to just touch upon this is because there is also, because of this perception कि fixed income is low risk, बहुत लोग इसमें पैसा डाल देते हैं ये सोच के कि इसमें तो पैसा लॉस नहीं हो सकता है. But maybe we should address that कि हो सकता है loss because of the risk.
नहीं, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, यू हिट एब्सोल्युटली द बुल्स आई. दीपिका, देखो, फिक्स्ड इनकम में जब आप निवेश करते हो, दो तरीके के मेन रिस्क होते हैं. लिक्विडिटी रिस्क आई विल कीप इट असाइड, बिकॉज ये अजम्पशन है कि म्यूचुअल फंड में डेली लिक्विडिटी होती है, तो वहां पे आपको दिक्कत नहीं होगी. बट द टू की रिस्क जो कि फिक्स्ड इनकम निवेश में होता है, वो है इंटरेस्ट रेट रिस्क, जो कि ब्याज दर के उतार चढ़ाव, व्हिच वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड. एंड द सेकंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इज द क्रेडिट रिस्क. आपने पैसे किसको दिए एट द टाइम ऑफ contracting trade? You said, okay, 1 year later the issuer of the bond will give me back so much amount at the contracted rate of interest.
Right.
Okay. अब एक साल में समझो कोविड हो गया, समझो बिजनेस साइकिल टर्न फॉर द नेगेटिव, कंपनी बिकेम बैंकरप्ट या फिर तंगी हो गई बैलेंस शीट में, तो क्या होगा? दैट टाइम the issuer is unable to make payments to you and that is called a default. Right. तो उसके चक्कर में क्या होता है, जो that can, maybe that money can come to you after 3 years, after 4 years, it can never come to you, which means वो 100% 100 rupees जो आपने लगाए, ये उम्मीद है कि यार मुझे एक्स्ट्रा मिल रहा है, that may not come to you at all. So I think investors need to be very mindful कि एक तो आपको ड्यूरेशन देखना चाहिए, which is what I explained to you what duration is. यानी अगर आपके पास 6 महीने के पैसे हैं, I always tell to investors, दीपिका, कि अपने इन्वेस्टमेंट्स और का जो टेनोर है और जो पोर्टफोलियो का ड्यूरेशन है, जितना हो सके मैच कीजिएगा. इट्स नॉट 100% मैच. यानी 6 महीने का पैसा अगर आपको लगाना है और आप 6 साल के ड्यूरेशन के वाले फंड में लगाते हो, तो टाइप मिसमैच, तो उसमें इंटरेस्ट रेट रिस्क इज टिपिकली मच हायर. सो आई थिंक दीज आर सम ऑफ द न्यूआंसेस. मेरे हिसाब से आप नजरअंदाज नहीं कर सकते. यू हैव टू बी वेरी माइंडफुल ऑफ दीज टू की रिस्क.
Right. It's important to understand, and hopefully after this conversation people who listen in will have a better idea कि भाई क्या क्या देखना है, उसका क्या impact हो सकता है. It's kind of important. But I'll just take this one step further, Lakshmi, that so we understand that credit risk होता है, it's pretty big, but commensurate, like you said, there are some companies which will also give you 7, 8 or basically good spread over government bonds, right? So is it that sometimes a portion of the equity portfolio can be maybe reallocated towards these slightly higher risk? Is it equivalent higher risk credit instruments?
See, my take on this, Deepika, is slightly different. मेरा ये मानना है कि if investors are meant for equity, I don't see any reason कि why उसका पैसा आप divert करोगे fixed income में. They are coexistent part of your portfolio. अगर आपको carbs की जरूरत है, तो आप पनीर क्यों खाओगे? अगर आपको प्रोटीन की जरूरत है, तो आप आलू क्यों खाओगे? और अगर मूड बॉलीवुड का बन रहा है, तो आप टॉलीवुड क्यों देखोगे? So I think दिस इन माइंड, ये बहुत जरूरी है. क्रेडिट में जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, इनहेरेंट एक म्यूचुअल फंड इंडस्ट्री में क्रेडिट रिस्क की एक कैटेगरी है, जहां पे म्यूचुअल फंड्स डू टेक ये जो स्प्रेड, जैसे हमने ऑलरेडी स्प्रेड दर्शकों को समझाया, हाउ देयर इज अ क्रेडिट स्प्रेड अवेलेबल. So depending on the research, depending on the comfort, these funds exclusively invest or largely invest in non-AAA assets also, at least 65% of the portfolio. तो अगर आपको फिक्स्ड इनकम में थोड़ा सा अगर कमाने की इच्छा रखते हो, एंड दिस इज ऑल पोटेंशियल, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, गारंटी नहीं होती है, देन यू कैन लुक एट एन एक्सटेंशन इनटू क्रेडिट रिस्क कैटेगरी. बट टू कोमिंगलिंग कि यार थोड़ा इक्विटी का पैसा यहाँ लगा दे, थोड़ा डेट का पैसा इक्विटी में लगा दे, मेरे हिसाब से that is not a highly recommended scenario.
Perfect. So I think that is also in line with what we know, right? कि आपका asset allocation है, you stick to your asset allocations. Within that, you can move around the money, right? कि debt में है तो आप उसमें 20% debt है तो debt में आप move around करो, but don't move that any part of that 20% to maybe equities. So I think it works both ways. Perfect. Just one last question, Lakshmi, and थोड़ा आप देख लीजिए if you want to address this. So I'll give you a scenario. There is my grandmother, 75-year-old. She has a certain risk profile. There is my mother, and then there is me. So if each of us had to build a fixed income portfolio, what would that look like? Given the current options available in the debt mutual fund space. You can give your disclaimers before you talk about this.
No. So firstly, in foodie language and in filmy language, of course my grandmother is no more, but agar wo hoti to she also is a Bollywood, or she also is a filmy kida. So is my mother and so am I. So वो तीनों common है हम तीनों में. And also मीठा, she also would have loved gullas, as does my mother, and do I. Mom को diabetes है तो she eats baked rasgulla which is made out of gur. Touchwood, I don't have any such ailment, so मैं तो पूरा छाछने में घोल के पीती हूँ. And that I'm trying to explain to you the risk appetite. As you grow older, two things happen. एक तो risk taking ability आपकी कम हो जाती है, but more importantly जो stability की तरफ आपका झुकाव होना चाहिए, that starts enhancing. But the other way to look at it is, यार मेरी तो कोई liability नहीं है, सब कुछ हो गया, retirement हो चुका है, I have money for a longer time period. तो अगर परिस्थिति आती है तो investors मेरे हिसाब से, as I said, for longer time horizon investors, you could consider medium to long duration funds, जहाँ पे usually से 5 या 6 साल के आसपास का ड्यूरेशन होता है. फॉर ऑल सच अदर इन्वेस्टर्स जिनको रसगुल्ला और छाछनी मिक्स करते हुए देखते ही एलर्जी हो जाती है, भले उनको डायबिटीज ना हो, फॉर दोज इन्वेस्टर्स आई थिंक इट शुड बी अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ अल्ट्रा शॉर्ट टर्म लो ड्यूरेशन, ताकि आप अपना क्रेडिट रिस्क का झटका यू कीप इट टू द मिनिमल लेवल. आई एम सेइंग यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है कि नलिफाई हो जाएगा या फिर रिस्क हो ही नहीं सकता, बट वोलेटिलिटी, जैसे हम बोलते हैं जोर का झटका धीरे से, तो जोर का झटका धीरे से वाली कैटेगरी इज रिकमेंडेड टू माय मदर एंड ग्रैंडमदर काइंड ऑफ पीपल. एंड फॉर पीपल लाइक अस, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, हैव अ हेल्दी मिक्स. एक्स्ट्रा कुछ खाने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट आप हेल्दी मिक्स बनाइएगा. आपको फ्रेंच फ्राई खाने की इच्छा हो तो 2-3 स्टिक्स खा लीजिएगा, ऐसा नहीं 20-25 खा लो और इंडिकेशन हो जाए. So I think that should be the right mix when you are actually planning for your investments on the.
Wow, that's beautiful, Lakshmi. I can't imagine how you explain such an amazing concept in this. Like, I totally intuitively get it, and I'm sure everybody who's listening in also, like, you've hit the nail on the head. It's amazing, and also because it's so relatable, right? किसको मीठा नहीं पसंद है? Who is not struggling with this whole कि कितना खाएं और quantity management? And what is even more interesting about this, Lakshmi, is कि life and investments. I think we just unnecessarily complicate investments. The way you put it, even investments are as simple as maybe choosing a vada pav or a French fries, right? But unfortunately, वो नहीं होता है, and we're trying to change that, so to speak. Perfect, Lakshmi. I'm just going to, in the best way that I possibly can, summarize this conversation. So we started off with understanding about debt investments and doing a little bit of comparison with equities. And the bottom line is that there is nothing fixed in debt investments either. There are fluctuations in prices. Only thing is that maybe they're a little bit more consistent over a longer period of time, as opposed to maybe equity investments, which witness more fluctuations. Then we moved on to talking a little bit about the risk in investments, and again, coming back to the same thing, that debt investments do have inherent risk. One is the interest rate risk, that is the way the investment responds to changes in interest rate, and the other is the credit risk, which is the spread over government securities, and that is also an important factor to look at. Then we discussed a little bit more about these credit investments and how, as you go up the yield curve, how you go up the credit ratings, the risk increases, but the potential to for returns also increases. And of course, in your very quintessential manner, you walked us through some very interesting concepts, simplified duration and coupon and yield curve and spreads for us. And then finally, this whole point around asset allocation, which I'll maybe summarize in: you should not bite off more than you can chew. So
Absolutely correct. If the thali has space for 6 katoris, don't try to squeeze another 4 more, because there is a risk of the food spilling out, let alone the katori. So फिर लेने की देनी ना पड़ जाए. So I think keep that in mind. And I think one analogy which really strikes me as you were talking, Deepika, is that adventure is the name of the game, and the financial markets are full of adventure. As an adrenaline rush person, I have pretty much been through probably every theme park in the world, but I have yet to see a roller coaster which probably may start you inverted but ends you inverted. So I think one needs to keep in mind that there may be roller coasters in the financial journey. ऊपर नीचे होते रहेंगे, आपको पेट में बटरफ्लाई की तरह रेंगते हुए नजर आएंगे. But I think what's important is when you actually try to land after that entire experience, it actually ends up pretty much on the straight side. So I think keep that in mind. It's not the start which is important, it is living through that entire journey and not palpitating. I think more बहुत जरूरी है.
Stay consistent and patient. जो भी आप invest करो, stay patient. Fine, I think we can end it with that high. And thank you, Lakshmi, very much for making this such a fun and interesting conversation. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in. Hope your understanding of fixed income investments is slightly better after this nice 30-minute conversation. Until next time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care and stay safe. Bye. See you.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.